Hello one and hello all, and today got this hat back. I don't know when the last time I recorded a video with this hat was. I don't know when the last time I recorded a video with my face in it was. But yeah, uh, you had the title. This is my review of Jurassic Dominion. I saw the movie on the 11th, the day after the release. Recorded a video of it on the 12th, like my initial review. Video was so long it couldn't upload. And I'm just now recording a second one, so this one's gonna be way shorter. So, let's go. So, uh, hold on, let me remember the plot real quick. Okay, so the movie starts with a now this parody video of all things, talking about how humans and dinosaurs are having trouble coexisting. Let's see, there's a scene of Claire, Justice Smith, his character, and the other lady whose name I forgot, the paleo veterinarian, stealing some Triceratops's babies from like some evil like dinosaur black market poacher dealer dudes. Uh, then Justice Smith gets a job at FBI. We'll get to that in a bit. We got to California where Chris Pratt's being a cowboy, but with dinosaurs. They've been raising the clone girl from the last movie. Blue got a baby, then Blue and the clone girl get captured by this another dinosaur poacher dude named Rain Delacorte. He's sort of like a villain, kind of, for like half an hour. Spoiler. But this is a spoiler review, I should probably mention that. Anyway, so then they meet up with FBI Justice Smith to find where Delacorte went. Meanwhile, there's some locusts in the Midwest eating all the crops, so they get Laura Dern from the first movie to check it out, and turns out the crops, the locusts were made by Biosyn, which is a evil dinosaur cloning company, like InGen, but like even more evil, run by Louis Dawson, the dude with the sunglasses who gave Dennis Nedry the shaving can in the first movie. He's back, he's the big bad villain. So she goes to Sam Neill, who's shown in Utah digging up bones, with an underfunded dig site, standard stuff. And it's like, let's go to Biosyn. Jeff Goldblum gave me a free invite. So they go to Biosyn. Meanwhile, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are going to Malta to meet up with Barry, the black dude who's like Chris Pratt's like a right-hand man in the first Jurassic World. Apparently he's like a French CIA agent nowadays, okay. And they try to get Maisie, who's the clone girl, and maybe Beta if they can do that too. They meet up in Malta. That Delacorte dude gets eaten by baryonyx. There's also like a whole like black market sequence. This girl named Santos releases some Atrociraptors to eat the bunch, then Santos gets arrested. That's the end of Santos and Delacorte, by the way. They meet up with this pilot named Kayla Watts, and she's like, oh yeah, I hope you get your clone girl. And so they fly to Biosyn. Meanwhile, Laura Dern and Sam Neill meet up with Jeff Goldblum at Biosyn. Also, this dude named Ramsey. He's important. So Jeff Goldblum's like, okay, these locusts are made by Biosyn to eat all the crops. So Biosyn can create their own crops that the locusts will not eat. Unfortunately, the locusts are a little out of control and have eaten the entire Midwest. It's a bit of an issue. Go to Sublevel 6, Lab L4, and give me a sample of the locusts, so we can help stop this. Meanwhile, Henry Wu's all like, hey, I kinda messed up. We should kill all these locusts. And Dogson's like, no, you idiot. World domination, remember? And Henry was like, okay, whatever, shut up, I'm gonna kill these locusts. Hey, Clone Girl, I'm gonna need to tinker with your DNA, and with Beta's DNA, which is, Blue's baby, I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, I need to tinker with that to, like, infect the locusts, get them all killed. Then let's see here. Chris Pratt and the gang are taken down by Quetzalcoatlus. They crash. Bryce manages to, like, parachute out of there. She runs into a Therizinosaurus. That's important later, just thought I mentioned that. She also runs into the T-Rex. Actually, no, wait, she doesn't run into the T-Rex. Chris Pratt and, Wanda Weiss's character, Kayla Watts, they run into a T-Rex, who then runs into the Giganotosaurus, who then beats the T-Rex. There's also a brief scene of Chris Pratt and Wanda Weiss, yeah, that's her name, uh, trying to escape a Pyroraptor, but it's not important for the plot. Anyway, Sam Neill, the OG trio. Okay, well, Jeff Goldblum doesn't join them, but, Sam Neill and Laura Dern get the sample. They get out, save Maisie, who, managed to escape earlier. Let's see, what else happens? Right, they meet up with Ramsey. Turns out Ramsey told Jeff Goldblum to tell them about, about sub-level 6 and the evil locusts and such. Good job, Ramsey. And then Ramsey's like, okay, take this Hyperloop and get out of here. Then Dodgson finds out, it's like, shut down the Hyperloop. Also, Jeff Goldblum, you're fired. So then Jeff, gets in a Jeep and tries to meet up with them as they're stuck in the Hyperloop next to a thing called the Amber Mine. So, squads check out the Amber Mine. Meanwhile, Lewis decides to set all the locusts on fire, but the locusts break out of their containment and set the whole dang Biosyn Sanctuary Complex area on fire. Escalated quickly. Bryce runs into a Dilophosaurus. Chris Pratt then promptly shuts up the Dilophosaurus and gets rid of it. And let's see here. Jeff Goldblum saves Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Maisie, I forget her actress's name, from some Dimetrodons in the Amber Mine. Then they meet up with, the Jurassic World cast, Jurassic Park meets Jurassic World, They run into the Giganotosaurus. There's like a action sequence with the Giganotosaurus on a tower thing. Eventually Giga just, leaves. I can't remember why, it just kind of does. Jeff Goldblum throws like a flaming locust on a stick into its mouth, so there's a brief shot of a fire-breathing Giganotosaurus. Can't complain with that. Anyway, so then it's like, okay, well, all the electricity, there's this thing called the ADS, which, deters things like Quetzalcoatluses and Pteranodons and taking out planes and stuff. They shut it down earlier, said the Quetzal could take out the plane earlier. But then he has to set it back up so that they can fly out of there, so Kayla Watts is all like, okay, I'll go find a plane. Jeff and Ramsey are like, okay, we'll stay here to guide Bryce and Laura through the electrical system to get the ADS back online. And everyone else is like, okay, we're gonna try and find Beta. So yeah, they all split up. They get the ADS, which I think the name stood for Aerial Defense or Deterrent System or something like that. They get that back online. In doing so, that shuts off all the power in the sanctuary except for the ADS itself. Unfortunately, Lewis Dodgson was in the Hyperloop while that was going on, which I don't know if I mentioned, but Hyperloop is sort of like a really fast subway underground tunnel system thing. Anyway, it gets shut down. And so I was like, fine, I guess I'll walk the rest of the way. And as he was walking the rest of the way, some Dilophosaurus eat him. So, yeah, rip him. So to get that back online, Kaylee gets a helicopter. They save Beta, And this is the only scene in the movie where, Sam Neill, he gets to interact with the Velociraptor, so that's fun. Anyway, so, get the helicopter, and right as they're about to take off, T-Rex and Giganotosaurus square off, and Giga promptly obliterates the T-Rex and nearly kills it. It's very one-sided. Then Giga and the Therizinosaurus square off, and then T-Rex and the Therizinosaurus square off against the Giga in a 2v1 scenario. T-Rex rams Giganotosaurus' neck through the fingers of a Therizinosaurus, which, if you don't know, Therizinosaurus has 3-foot-long claws on each finger, so yeah. Kills the Giga. Theo's like, oh, okay, then guess he's dead. And then they fly away. For the end wrap-up credit stuff, we say that, okay, the dinosaurs are mostly all the ones that were chilling in the sanctuary are still just chilling in the sanctuary. And all the ones that weren't, which honestly isn't even that many nowadays, they're just happily living life. And also, apparently, the two T-Rexes from the Lost World show up at the end. So that's fun. So, that's the movie. No end credit scene or anything. So what I think? I liked it. It's a pretty good movie. The cast is doing a good job. Chris Pratt's kind of mad, but you know. Bryce is doing decent, you know. Justice Smith and the Paleo Vegetarian chick are barely in it, so I can't talk about them. Barry's alright. I like the Delacorte dude. He was fun. Brief but fun. Jeff Goldblum's the best thing ever, obviously. But you know, the other two original cast members are fun to see. And Dodgson, though he's not played by the same actor. So yeah. Yeah. I must say. Oh yeah, forgot to mention. Henry Wu does manage to kill all the locusts with like an infected locust DNA sample thing. So yeah, the world is saved. We saved the crops, boys. The Midwest has been saved. Oklahoma has been saved. So yeah, that's the movie. I liked it. That's my review. I'm much shorter than last time review, so if you've enjoyed this video, you can leave a like or subscribe if you like it, or you can leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about it. You can also follow me on Instagram at BillowX5. And until next time, I'll see you later, buddy. Bye-bye.